You've entered the Houston Running Zone, the ultimate podcast for runners in the Houston area, featuring the everyday runners who inspire us, clubs, gear, races, and runcations. Houston, we've got the runs.
All right, today in the zone, I have the race directors for the oldest 10K race in Texas. Here to join us is Joe and Hope Sellers. Joe, Hope, welcome to the zone.
Howdy. How are you?
Oh, terrific. Well, how many years has this? It's the oldest 10K race in Texas. Did I get that correct?
That is correct. So this is the 45th running of the 10K, the Bayou City Classic 10K.
Before we hit record, you said you got kind of suckered into the leadership role of this.
Yes, for years. I mean, Hope helped in different ways. I was in charge of the water stations along the course. And that was how I was recruited in, because I did other races around town and helped out. We were all part of Hurrah, was a past Hurrah president, past Bayou City Roadrunners president, Striders president for a while, vice president. So I've been around in the running world and race directors for many races, or the old 20K, in fact. Nonetheless, that's how we got into it. There was a group of people that we all knew each other. That we were race directors, we were runners, and we were also, I guess, want to say on the club's board for a lot of things.
Oh, well, yeah.
And so the original people were from different running clubs, and we were all the people that were always doing things, because we always called ourselves the doers. If you only had a club of doers, it would be us here. So that was how we all got recruited in the beginning. We're kind of handpicked, hey, I need somebody to do this. And so suckered into that.
There's a certain breed of volunteers, and you either volunteer a lot or you don't, it seems like.
Yeah.
Same people over and over again.
It's a great divide.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden one day, the old race director, Camille Yarborough, she decided, hey, Joe, I'm going to step down and I'd like you to take over. And so we thought about it. And okay, all right. We thought it'd be a little stint. And I want to
13 years?
13. I think we've done this for 13 years now.
Wow. 13 of the 45 years. That's great. Now, one thing I did notice, and it hasn't really, some people know about it, but this year you're having a finisher's medal. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah. This is the first year. We've heard from the different runners around town that they enjoy having something as a momentum.
Memento.
Something that's a memento. There you go. And so Kathy worked with some people on getting the what is basically our race logo put onto medals.
Kathy Mahan. Right.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. In fact, she added her Alex's 5K. She started doing medals a couple years ago. That's right.
And that's so awesome. that was how it's come about for this year, that we're going to do finishers medals.
That's great, especially for the new runners that it may be their first 10K distance. And I think that's going to be huge for you guys. So we'll definitely get the word out.
And we also have a 5K that goes on too, on the same route, but only 5K distance. And so we get that was how we helped grow, was having the walkers and the slower runners, if you want to call it, don't want to do 10K. That's too much for them this year. So they'll work in the other event and still get a finisher's medal. Okay,
so medals for both. Now the 5K, and I was with Bark, or still am with Bark, Bay Area Running Club, and I remember helping out at different events, whether it's watching the tent, which basically means I get to drink beer and watch the tent. And my friends were part of the original sponsor, the sponsor 10 years ago. But the 5K, you guys have kind of grown that. It used to be, was it like untimed, or just kind of like, oh, we have this little 5K, but now it's like it's taken off. Is that correct?
Yeah, it has. It has. We've provided more services along with the event. It used to be just a sideline so that the family could do things. Now we've actually brought it out to where there's awards and it's chipped and everything.
Cool.
So it's just like any other 5K in the city of Houston on the same day. So we have finisher plaques for both the 5K and the 10K, this year. So it's great.
Awesome. Well, for the slow runners like myself, we may not get awards. We'll get the finisher medal, but also the one thing. I think the first time I volunteered was maybe 2012, 2013. Not really sure of the year, but volunteered at the club tent at least. You guys have this amazing after party. It's always been top notch. Really plug that because that's for everybody. I think.
That is. That's for the family, the kids, everything. This year we're actually going to have the Dynamo kick booth out there. They have they're going to have a large inflatable out there that everybody can practice kicking the soccer ball into. So that's going to be pretty good. We've got St. Arnold's beer out there for all those beer lovers that we have to have. And that goes into our centipedes and costumes. So one of our other traditions that we do is that we give out awards for centipedes, basically a group of people that have a theme, costume in a certain way, and they're tethered together. And so that's how we call it. It needs to have at least 3 people. And then beyond that, we have groups that are up to 10 people, 12 people. And so they run tethered together through the whole 10K.
Like a little rope or barely rope.
Right. We've had groups that have dressed up, men and women dressed up as dancing girls running through the whole thing. We've had porta-can, people that actually built a porta-can costume to wear through the whole race.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
And so there's awards for the best costumes and Centipede too for our event.
It's a lot of fun. It's a fun time for everybody.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was Bayou City that did the Lance Armstrong IV.
Oh, they
try to keep it PC.
That's exactly true. True.
That was good.
And then we have the Blues Brothers, which we've had traditionally for years with the race. The Blues Brothers band, they're a takeoff of the group, and so they're going to be playing on the finish line on the near the library. So the 10Kers will be able to hear them on their second loop, and everybody will be able to hear them coming into the finish line. So they play there live for everybody coming in. We also have other music out on the course. It's one of the things that we try and do is make the course happy. Have some music out there and such.
Oh, all right, cool.
That makes it good. Unfortunately, we couldn't get our belly dancers back this year. We traditionally had the belly dancers that would have come out and all, but they're off with COVID, so we won't have belly dancers.
I didn't know the reason. I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. Well, next year, and of course, always see them, of course, on the marathon route as well. Now, the route, is it kind of utilizes kind of the last couple miles of the marathon route? Is it Allen Parkway and everything?
Yes, yeah. So the race starts at in front of City Hall on Smith Street, and it makes an immediate turn on Lamar and goes out on the Allen Parkway. This year, what we do have is a double loop course. So the runners will go out and run a short loop and turn around and come back up to Bagby, and then they'll run down to Dunleavy to run the far second loop and then return back to the finish line. So what that does, it allows us to keep some of the expenses down. The city of Houston, with all its growth, has made it pretty difficult to run through downtown as we used to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Allen Parkway's the go-to route nowadays if you want to run it downtown Houston.
Yeah, so that's made it that way. So
it's pretty.
Yes, after everything's been redone along there, you got a great view the whole route.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, you guys, obviously, it's a great race. You're not skimping out on the after party. Everything, it's fun, but also you guys are keeping expenses down, so you kind of raise some money for some. What is exactly is the cause? The parks department, or I forgot the. Yeah,
we over the years we've done many things, and so it's always gone to what we call the parks department. The parks department has used it in many ways. At sometimes they need to get matching funds from the state or the government, and so we contributed along with that to be able to do things that were around Memorial Park in the years past. Improvements to other trails in the Houston area. And for a number of years, when we lost the trees around Memorial Park, our money was donated to a cause that replaced the trees in the park systems. We're about $610,000 that we've contributed directly.
Wow.
Back towards the parks department for them to use it in certain discretions.
Oh, because the whole, everybody that works on the race are all volunteers. None of us get any money for this. So we're all trying to give back to the community of runners and walkers and people who like to be outside. Because, I just think it's so healthy. Everybody's out walking or whatever they want to do.
Yep.
It's a fun race anyway.
Yep.
Walkers and runners.
It gives more back to the community is how we feel.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Trails, all kinds of things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, just Memorial Park, I think thousands of people are on that every day, but they keep it up. It's amazing.
Yeah. And
it's nice now. It's like really special with all the work they've done too with the wetlands and everything.
Right. They really boosted up Memorial Park.
Yeah.
So this year is, again, the Bayou City Classic is the RRCA, which is the Roadrunners Club of America 10K championship race for the state of Texas.
All right.
So we qualified for that this year. We've done it before. We've been a national championship race also, but this year we're the state championship 10K. So that's another thing. We've got awards that come from the RRCA for our finishers that do win. So they get double awards. They get awards from us, and they get awards from the Roadrunners Club of America for their participation in winning too.
And a finisher medal.
And a finisher medal also. That's it.
And you get shirts at the packet.
That's right. And you get shirts, tech shirts.
Yes. Talk about the shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well,
talk about that you guys have always kind of changed up kind of the colors, but it's always been in a high quality shirt, which I love.
That's right. It's always been a good tech shirt, so that way it's something you wanted to run in all these cool summer days.
Yeah. Oh, but also the other change is that we're having the shirts at packet pickup instead of having after the race.
Oh, okay, excellent.
So we did change that for this year.
Yep, I volunteered giving out the finisher shirts too. I've done that.
That's it. We've got a variety of snacks and all for the finishers. We didn't have as many contributors this year, so we've tried to find a lot of different flavors to be able to give out to the runners afterwards, after they go out and run, come back, get some sustenance and all.
Okay, cool. What do you guys have this year so far?
Well, we got some coffee cake, tacos, coffee cakes.
We tried to get everything prepackaged because of COVID and germs and whatever.
And the health permit.
So, but we do have a company that's the one that sponsors. I can't say the whole name. It's Tio's with that Aztec name. But nevertheless, they're bringing out as many tacos as they can. And Dave's Killer Bread. We've got some.
We got some Nutra bars from Dave's Killer Bread.
Organic and everything.
They got that for us, and then we've just arranged a few other things in all our findings and chasing
chips
around.
Chips and cookies and crackers and rolls. We try to make good varieties people could pick from after.
Well, that's cool. Just beer and tacos. That covers 99% of Texans there, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also, and I didn't even ask for the date. The date is March.
Oh my God!
March 5th, Saturday, March 5th, Saturday.
You are in the Houston running zone. We've got the runs.
And one of the other things that was good about this was we were able to get back with the time off from all the other events. We were able to move back to the first weekend of March.
We used to.
Because traditionally, the Bayou City Classic was always the first weekend of March. And everybody could pretty much set their time by that. But because of some other alignments along the way and such as that, we had to shift for a few years. We got trapped on the spring break weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of, so we're looking for the first weekend to help boost participation again.
And it has. This year we've got
cool.
Almost 800.
Yep.
I think
all right.
800 so far right now.
Yeah. Well, I'll get this episode out before the weekend ends so we can get even more traction. But yeah, I'd like it when it's not interfering with spring break and things like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll be able to keep it on this weekend. Fingers crossed?
Yep. That's what our plan is. When it's like anything else. When we got our foot in the door, we're going to keep. I'm going to keep signing that permit for the day.
You don't snooze on that, you'll lose it.
But we could always use volunteers. So if there's people out there that want to volunteer, we got a place for volunteers. If anybody would like to volunteer also.
Is the best way through the website, through the Facebook page? What's the best way?
That's right. Yeah. Through the Bayou City Classic website, there's a link that anybody that wants to volunteer can click on and get the information, get their names to us so we can reach back out to them.
What are some of the volunteer duties that you need right away?
Right away. Most everything is around the post-race area. So really, they don't have to travel out onto the course or anything. We can get them a parking pass. So that way they don't have to pay for parking. We can give them a place to park. And then they stay right around the post-race area, helping out in the food tent or at the beer tent.
All right.
Or handing out the finisher medals.
Yeah,
cool.
That'd be a fun thing because you'll be busy when everybody's coming in.
Yeah, fun. All right. Well, it sounds good. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'll definitely. Before I ask you some questions, I do have to ask. So you said you were with the Striders, and they did the 20K, and now it's obviously turned into the half marathon, which has just exploded.
Right. Correct.
It's a good distance to run.
Oh yeah. I mean, just. The name is weird to me, half marathon. They should remarket the name, but that distance is just amazing. Everyone loves it.
Yes, it is. It's a wonderful niche, of that distance.
My mom was part of the same running club. She didn't even know that I joined Bark back in the day, but she ran it back in the early 90s, and she still had the cotton shirt, the Striders 20K cotton shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we used to. Then we had the episode out at the state park. You have to ask her sometime if she went and ran out at Brazos Bend State Park that year.
Oh.
We went out there one year and did it out there. Let me see. Then we had the years of the gallery furniture.
Huh. All right.
The dog, sorry.
Yeah, the dog was getting involved.
No, that's fun. Yeah. No, it's always good to see old school runners who are doing new school things. You guys, doing the medals and everything. I love the positive change and keeping traditions alive.
And of course now this will be we got the chip, and we're running by chip time. No gun time, finish, chip time. So that's one of those causes you always got to keep up with because you never know which race is one or the other.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, I still got 3 more questions for y'all. Are you ready for the lightning round? All right. Question number 1. What's your favorite after race beverage?
My favorite after race beverage.
Yeah, and I'm asking both of y'all too. So
I like a carbonated something, 7-Up or something like that. If my stomach is a little, off or anything, a good 7-Up or club soda or something like that, or even sparkling water. I guess that's what I like.
Cool.
If it's not there, I'll take whatever.
What about you, Joe?
Well, when it's all said and done, I'm going to go get a margarita. So that's mine. It's a margarita for when it's all settled and I can sit down. When it's at the end of it, the first thing I grab is basically an Arnold Palmer,
Oh, okay.
iced tea, so that's kind of puts my sustenance back in. But when it's time to forget about the day after it's all over, it's a margarita.
I forgot who I asked that said they wanted margaritas. There's no race that has after race margaritas. We need to figure that out sometime. That is
true.
We need a liquor sponsor.
Yeah. So there we go. Tag them all. And speaking of sodas, I'm team soda on that one as well. That's the only time I drink soda. I don't know why. But after race, it's really good. And then I'll drink a beer, of course. But
yes, well, sustenance.
Yeah. All right. Question number 2: Tex-Mex or Texas barbecue?
Tex-Mex.
Oh, that was easy. You guys get along like you know each other. There we go.
Yeah.
And Andy, shout out to any place local. What do you guys like?
We got
2.
Yeah, we have 2, and one is Natalina's Mexican restaurant up in the front of Jersey Village. They do a great job, and they've supplied tacos to them.
They make a great mole sauce.
All right. A little traditional. I like it.
Yeah. Well, you have to ask for it. I had to ask him, y'all make mole sauce? Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got to know somebody or secret menu handshake?
Yeah. They call it.
Joe and Hope.
Yeah.
They know us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we do
Los Cucos.
Los Cucos up front. We stay in the area right up front. So each one of them has their advantage of what they do. And we go
About
to
a
both
mile
ways.
to the house. We think we can drive a mile back to the house. Here's the village. You got to drive slowly anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
We're
wow,
infinite.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, and here's a good one. Question number 3: if you guys could run any race, direct any race, either way, what would be your dream race?
My dream race was always a triathlon. So
She was a triathlete mostly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I really like something scenic. And if the water was blue, well, I'm in love. I want a blue, clear water to swim in.
What was your favorite race when you did tries or continue to do tries?
I really like that one up in near Colleen. What was it?
The Dog Ridge?
Yeah, the Dog Ridge. Dog Ridge Try was awesome. It was hard.
They had a giant hill that you went up, and there was a water tank at the top of the hill. So everybody thought it was easy because that water tank was so big, and you could see it far away.
Oh,
But you
yeah.
never got closer to it. It never seemed like, cranking up the hill. Or anything.
Oh, until about the bike, if everybody knows if you got time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the funny thing about it was watching all the speedsters, pass everybody by and get up to the top. They're up at the top puking. Hey, it took it out of them.
It's steep.
Yeah. And, that's
Good
slow.
downhill ride.
Yeah. Now she's a monster on the bike,
I
but,
like the downhill
but a
ride.
slow person like me, it was funny to get up there and see them up there after,
I just took a nice, easy pace on that one. I got a trophy.
That's right. And she says all that easy pace, but she always hardwares when it was a triathlon. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I see the smiles coming out.
yeah. Uh-huh. Well, I would say that from a memory standpoint, I'd say the Tucson Marathon. I've run it several times. That's where I got my Boston qualifications. We're out in Tucson. My dad lives in Tucson. And what was really memorial about it was that I was able, because they started a relay. So I was able to run the first leg of both the relay and the marathon, taken off. And then my dad came in for the second. I handed off to my dad, and we ran together for the next leg while I continued to run the whole marathon as a marathoner at that point in time.
Yeah.
And so it was a pretty good thing, because as a kid, I used to run with my dad around the University of Arizona track in the middle at lunch, and so it brought back the memories of me with my dad doing little workouts around the track at the university, and then being able to run with him so many years later. I mean,
And it's scenic too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
for sure.
it is a good
Very
look.
pretty.
Yeah. The end of I guess I have a December, the end of 2019. I had a lot of friends that did it. I had a scheduling conflict, but yeah, they loved it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Like, are you a Sonoran Dog fan then?
I'm a wildcatter, so
Oh, I meant the hot dog, the Sonoran
Yeah,
hot dog.
Oh,
yeah, it's a hot dog.
Uh-huh. The ones with the was like wrapped in bacon and beans. It's a Tucson hot dog, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, things have come into those
Ah.
years.
I
I mean,
remember
okay.
I grew up out there,
we
part of
love
my
the
life.
cheese crisp.
Yeah, now a
Nobody
cheese
can
crisp.
give you one.
There you go.
Tucson.
A cheese
Oh.
crisp is a tradition from Tucson. And
You
I've
get
been
it.
there
Tell me all
my
about it.
life.
How
Okay,
does that
so a
work?
Oh man,
Well,
that's delicious.
So one thing about Tucson is that their tortilla factories make several sizes of tortillas.
Okay.
And they make a tortilla that is the size, it's a 16-inch pizza. And so you take the flour tortilla, they put it out on the large cooking plate, and then they fill it with cheese, and you put it in the oven, and the whole thing crisps out. And then they cut it down like a pizza almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the flour tortilla is crisp, and the cheese is perfectly
Oh,
crisp.
that's. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. All right.
So it's
I've only seen it in Tucson.
it's a tradition there at Molina's. So
Molina's.
Midway Molina's out there off of Speedway Boulevard.
Well, hey, one of my best friends from high school still lives in Tucson. Well, he moved to Tucson. So yeah, I'm in.
Oh,
Cheese
cool.
Chris Molina's. Got it.
Yes, that's it.
You might see your dad there.
Yeah.
I'll take some selfies with the food and to rub it in for you.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, anything else you'd like to plug about the race besides make sure to register and join you on March 5th for the 5K or the 10K of the Bayou City Classic?
That's right. No, I think we've got it. I think we got it all covered. Well, I mean, yeah, thanks for doing this. We were saying that this was the first podcast that we've ever done, and in our ages, that's a new thing. So we get to check something off the box, to do this.
There you go.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
As always, if you want to become the first to find out about upcoming weekly episodes, simply hit the plus, follow, subscribe button. Depends on your podcast platform. And if you're on a podcast app where you can leave a rating and review, we always love it. Hey, give us 5 stars if you like it. And if you don't like it, give us 5 stars anyways. You made it through the whole episode. But more importantly, looking forward to sharing another episode next week.
Thanks for visiting the Houston Running Zone. If you know someone you'd like to be featured in the zone, go to thehoustonrunningzone.com and send us a message. Until next week, always remember, Houston, we've got the runs.